as far as the dunk contest goes, like it just wasn't good. Like it was to the point where I muted the TV and I just wasn't paying attention to it. I like Cole Anthony for obvious reasons. He went to Carolina, and I thought when he put his Timbs on, I was like, okay, now it was the first dunk, whatever it is. He was taking his time, taking all day, but I was intrigued by what he was about to do because I had no clue. But dunking in Timbs is just, people don't do it for the most part.
Yeah, I liked it. It's New York. I was like, yes, this is how the dunk contest is starting, and it took a long time.
And it took a while, but I thought, okay, maybe the payoff was going to be worth it. And then he did some windmill dunk on the attempt, and I was like, okay, you got to do something else, man. Like, you can't come out there and take all day and put Timbs on.
It was all
go out there with your dad out there, and then that's the first thing you do is do a windmill dunk. Like, no.
And his dad played in New York too, right?
Greg Anthony
played for New York, right? Greg Anthony, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, this is not it, man. Like, you got to do something better. And then it just got worse and worse. It's like Obi Toppin just didn't have any power in his dunks. It just made it look like he was effortless. And then like some of the other people that Juan, whatever his name is from Golden State, I thought he was decent. But I don't really know him. But that's no reason not to say he should have won or lost. But and then Jalen Green just didn't have it. He just wasn't good enough. He wasn't not this year. Last year he was solid, but this year he wasn't. But I mean, the dunk contest just needs to be overhauled. I think just looking at it like this year and last year, there was no 50s. You had to go back to 2021 to figure out the last time there was no 50s. At least 150 on either round of the dunk contest. You got to go back to 2021. So that's 20 years worth of dunk contests in between that have had their share of whatever they had going on. Some didn't have the scoring like that, like 2014.
2001, right?
2001. After the Vince Carter one was the one that didn't have a 50 in it. So
was the Vince Carter one? Is that the one with Tracy McGrady?
That was 2000. Yeah, that was Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. That's that was a good one. That was a really good one. That was
go against Vince Carter, he would have won.
But that was 2 years after it was off because of they took a year off because of WNBA merger type thing they had going on at one event in '98, and in '99 they had the lockout, so they didn't even have it.
Yes, you're right, because they had to short.
They came back.
Was it 52 games in '99? Short season, yeah.
It was short season.
Yeah.
But the dunk contest, man, it just needs to be fixed. I got a bunch of fixes. I had like 15, 16 fixes.
16 fixes, Craig?
Just
what do you got?
Possible things that they could do. Now I narrowed it down to 10 because
okay.
So the first thing I got is
you did the homework for me because I was like, I'm not doing it. I mean, listen, because to be honest, I was like, you had Reggie Miller and them talking about it should have been the 3-point contest should have been last.
I think
that's crazy.
They've been saying that for a while.
And I agree with it. I agreed. I was like, yeah, I would have loved to close it out.
So I forgot that all that stuff was going on Saturday until you guys started texting about it. And I think it says something for the All-Star weekend that the only thing I saw on Twitter with all of the sports accounts that I follow, only thing I saw get some traction on Twitter was them asking the winner about Reggie Miller and the other co-host, essentially knocking the dunk contest going last. And it shouldn't have. Like, that's not the thing that people should be talking about after the dunk contest.
Yeah. It was
it should have gone sooner, and it shouldn't have been the highlight of the weekend.
Yeah, that's a
All-Star weekend to me, like the whole weekend outside of the dunk contest was good to me.
All of it was phenomenal.
I like the change that they made to the sophomore rookie thing where they have a bracket now and they have smaller teams and they go against each other and they battle it out. The celebrity thing is a celebrity thing. That is what it is. I'd like to change to the skills competitions that are having like 8 people go at it or 6 people go at it in a bracket and you just run around the little course. I like the way that they changed it up this year and they added different type of events to that. It lasted a little bit too long to me, but I think they just need to go back and figure out how to fine tune it. And this is the first year that they did this, so I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And how that played out. The 3-point contest is what it is. The 3-point contest is always good. It's just
always good.
Shooting. You're just shooting the ball. So that's always good. This dunk contest was terrible. The All-Star game to me was really good.
Really good.
That was good. there's no defense being played for the first like 10 minutes of each quarter, except for the last quarter. But I mean, the last 2 minutes it gets a little bit more defense involved because you have a charity that you're playing for.
Yeah.
So you want to win the quarter to get money for your charity. So
that was going off, man.
Yeah, and Steph, I mean, 16 threes. I didn't even realize he had 16 threes. Like,
yeah, I texted. I was like, "Yo, Steph is going off." He just kept.
And then to have LeBron hit the game-winning shot in Cleveland, like it was only right. So, but as far as the dunk contest goes, all right, I'm just running down real quick.
Yeah, run them down. Let's hear it, yo.
Number one is to get more stars. Obviously, they always say that. Ja Morant could be in there. Zion Williamson, everybody gets healthy. Anthony Edwards is another second-year player who's
they
really
all
good.
discounted it though, Craig. Every time I
know that's the thing that nobody wants to do it.
Like I would love to see Ja Morant. I would love to see what's his name? You just said his name from the Timberwolves.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. I would love to. And they'd be like, "Are you gonna be in dunk contest?" Nah. I do it.
I mean, there's really no incentive for anybody to do it anymore. Like LeBron said he was going to do it years ago. He didn't do it. He's not going to do it now. He's 37. I mean, so, but whatever. I think they needed some stars, though, to build it up, to get some hype involved. Number two is to get amateurs. I know Stephen A. Smith said this the other day, too, but like Jordan Kilgannon, he's really good. He can dunk. Chris Staples is another one.
These are all like, are they amateur basketball? Are they like straight dunkers?
They're in this, or at least I know Jordan is. He's in a group called Team Dunk Elite or something like that.
Yeah, so they're just dunkers.
Yeah,
but
they're really good at what they do. Like I mean, these guys blow some of these NBA guys.
Because that's what they do. That's all they do is dunk, and it would highlight them. And for us, it would be entertaining. Like it would highlight the amateur level. NBA players, they don't really come on, man. It's a fact that they don't want to do it, but they'll highlight guys that actually do this for a living. I would love it. I think it would be.
Yeah, that'd be great.
At least do it for like a year. Test it out and see how it works out with some of these amateur guys that can come in. Even if you have them compete against NBA players or something like that, some type of thing. I'm just saying, like, you can have some type of competition going on. At least, I'm not saying like team-wise, like have their team go against the NBA team in the dunk contest. Just have them just battle it out and see who's the better.
Like amateur. Like if it would.
I mean, if you wanted to do a team,
it would have been. It would have been.
Or even like pair one of them with an NBA player.
Something like that.
Have like those pairs go against each other.
Give me something different than what's been happening. Because the last two, like I said earlier, the last 2 years to me have been bad. 2020s was good. Especially the finals. That was good between Dennis Smith Jr. and Aaron Gordon. I thought Aaron Gordon got robbed again, but that was a good dunk contest. But that was 2 years ago. It's not like it was like 10 years ago. But I think they still, after this last one, they need to figure something out. You could raise the dollar amount or add a charity for each player. Maybe that'll get them more excited to actually want to go out there and don't. I'm probably not the money thing because they're making millions of dollars anyway, but you kind of do it for a charity, maybe. Or maybe you bring somebody,
because that's what the 3-point contest was about too.
I think the home run derby does it too.
Yeah,
I think they have a charity that each player pays for. I could be wrong, but I think so. Another thing is to make it a bracket format. You can have 6 dunkers or 8 dunkers, or even if you just do a minimum that they've been doing the last however many years, 4. So that way you can get like a trash talk. If you have Zion going against Ja Morant in the first round, you can have some type of trash talk with them on Twitter or Instagram or something like that. Some type of hype that you can build it up with, and just have a bracket.
Somebody, maybe they get voted, and then they get like that or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, and they did a bracket a few years ago, and they only did it once, but they could always bring that back. You definitely got to speed the contest up, either bring back the shot clock that they had or have a limit of so many attempts. Now, I get that sometimes the attempts are actual dunks that don't go in, but sometimes you got to cut it out and be like, okay, you went up there for an attempt, but you didn't try to dunk it. But I mean, we got to count it because it's taking too long. Like after a certain point in time, you got to, come on,
that shot clock was a good idea.
It shouldn't take 2 hours to make one dunk attempt. And then when you finally make it, after 8 tries of you trying to do it, to me, it kind of takes away from the score.
Yeah.
I can't award you a 10 if you just took 8 attempts to even.
That gets the momentum away too. It's like, okay.
It does, and it takes all the air out of the arena, especially if you go up for something crazy and then it doesn't happen, and then next time, and then you get more tired as you keep trying to do it. So you're not going to really. It's just not. Nah. Another one, lower the rim to 8 or 9 feet. Now I don't know if this was.
John Moran had the same too. He said he wanted the rim to be 11.
Oh, see, that's gonna be too much because some players are having trouble with dunking the ball on 10 convincingly, like all the time. You lower it down to 8, you can easily do more crazier dunks to me because you don't have the jump as high.
9.5, maybe.
Something like that. 8, 9 feet. Just lower to 9 feet. Try it out, whatever it is. I don't know. Do something different because clearly 10 feet. Obi Toppin is dunking the ball. Cole Anthony is 6'3". He's barely even getting the ball in. And when he does get it in, it's not like it's a big emphatic dunk.
Okay.
Number 7, you could bring back some props that they weren't in there really this year. I don't know what that was with the NFT and the.
Was that Jalen Green?
Yeah, and the Tims, and then one dude had Dr. J sign the ball. I'm thinking, okay, you're gonna do something crazy like a Dr. J type of dunk. It wasn't nothing. So I don't know what that was. Bring back the White House.
Did Dr. J dunk when he signed it? I thought he was going to do something.
I thought he was going to do something Dr. J style too, but he didn't. Like bring back where you take the jersey off and all of a sudden you got a Vince Carter jersey on or something like that. You're going to do a Vince Carter dunk or a Jordan dunk.
I saw the guy from Golden State do that. He took off his jersey.
I stopped watching. I don't know. Maybe you're right. He probably did. I don't know. At a certain point, I just gave up on it.
He had what's his name from Golden State that won it? Richardson.
Jason Richardson?
Yeah, Jason. Now that was a good dunk box.
It was a great dunk. That was a long time ago, though. You could play a game of horse with the dunks, or maybe call it dunk instead of horse. Make it shorter. Where you have to mimic the same dunk, and the judges have to judge who did it better, or if you copied his dunk or whatever it is. I don't know, just the idea. Probably not the greatest, but is what it is. I think you need to have previous winners and or participants that were in the slam dunk contest before as judges, like Dr. J, Dominique, Vince Carter, something like that. Yeah, like you have Dwayne Wade in there as a judge, or
should have Aaron Gordon. Like Vince Carter, Aaron Gordon.
No disrespect to some of these judges. Like they had one year, they had DJ Khaled. Yeah. Like I don't want to see just give me somebody who knows what a good dunk is. Dr. J is usually in there, and so most Dominique is too.
Dominique, so you should
gotta do something different, man.
So have it mixed. Have old school, then have somebody who was in it.
You could even have a wild card in there. Like I know Isaiah Thomas has done the judging for the dunk contest. Have him in there as a whatever. Just don't give me celebrities, Chris Rock or I don't want to see that. My last thing I got.
I don't think it was any celebrities though.
No, not this year.
Because it was the 75. I got you, but previous
years there has been either like celebrities. Sometimes there've been celebrities or like non-dunk contest dunkers as a judge. Like Dwayne Wade one time, and he pretty much screwed over Aaron Gordon.
He screwed over Aaron Gordon. That's fine.
And my last thing I got is to give each judge an ability to have for one dunk grant an 11 instead of a 10. You go higher than
the score.
Yeah. So that way, some of these controversial dunks or whatever it is, you can just award one throughout the whole contest, just 111. But I mean, I like the dunk contest, but man, this year I don't think I've ever just like not cared and just muted the TV.
What about back in the day? I did see this. I don't remember this. They had NFL stars doing the dunk contest.
I do remember that. Deion Sanders was in it.
Deion Sanders, Chris Carter. I saw clips. Michael Irvin. That would be I would watch that. I would watch. You said who? Miles Garrett will be in it. Devontae Adams, I know, will be in it. I wouldn't mind that doing it for a charity. That would be different.
It would be different.
I would be like, okay, let's see. And then I wouldn't mind if they mess up because they're not like.
You could even lower. Then
I could see, man. Yeah, then I could see it. I would love to see a tomahawk from Devon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because they're not NBA players; they're just regular NFL players. So I think it'll be.
I mean, they're still professional athletes.
But... Yeah, I mean, yes. I'm sorry. They go to the gym every day. I'm sorry, guys. No, they are professional athletes. They're just not NBA players. But it would be awesome for them to do alley oops and reverse dunk. I saw that. I was like, oh man. So
I think it would also be some interesting perspective in that like, yeah, it's not like one of us being trotted out there. It's still a professional athlete, but seeing just how much different it is from the NBA player still.
Yeah. So I think they should do maybe try out the NFL, and I think they should do amateur because, like Stephen A was saying, and like you're saying, I think you said it last week too. I'll see clips of people that they just dunk. That's their thing. And why not every year they look forward to it and, have something on. I don't know what they do Friday, right? But Friday have like a prelim or a little elimination. And then Saturday have like all the amateurs that made it from Friday and just do it that way, man. I think that'll be awesome because it highlights them. And then the NBA players could, at this point, man, it used to go from Craig, I used to love the 3-point contest and I love the dunk contest. Every year it'd be like dunk contest, dunk. I gotta watch it. And it hasn't been like that. It's been like, oh, this dunk contest is good. And then 3 years later, this one is good.
But when I saw Obi Toppin was in it again, I was immediately turned off. Immediately turned off. I don't want to see Obi Toppin in there again. I said it last week, I believe. I don't want to see him in there. I just don't. Cole Anthony, I like Cole Anthony, but he's not a dunker.
He's not going to be in there next year, man.
I hope not. Because and whoever is in there next year has to come up with something innovative. Like you have to just practice your dunk. You can't just go in there and think you're just going to wing it and just the day before and just start coming up with stuff. You have to go in there thinking about what you're going to do months in advance and practice a dunk or something like that, and just get out there and just rehearse it and do whatever you have to do. Get your props ready. Get your whatever you need done, because you can't go out there and just try 15 tries at a dunk anymore. Like we have to, after a certain amount of attempts, you just got to get yourself a 6. That's pretty much, that's it.
Yeah.
I can't, this year has to be better. It has to be.
Yeah.
I would assume. Can't get no worse than this one. This was the worst dunk contest I've ever seen. I couldn't finish it. Couldn't finish it.
This was bad, man. You had the announcers going off.
I turned it off before I even knew who won. I didn't find out who won until the next day.
Jabbar got up. I think Jalen Green. Remember when Jalen Green was trying to do the dunk from the baseline?
No.
He was trying to do the dunk from the baseline, and Kareem got up. Kareem
after the NFT thing, that's when I was like, I'm done. After the NFT and he didn't do nothing with it, I kind of gave up on it. I was done after that point because it didn't. I thought he was going to do something. He didn't do anything.
He took it off. He had it, and then he was like,
"What was the point?"
I
get he's trying.
I don't know.
He's trying to promote his NFT, which okay, but do something.
Yeah.
Put it on the backboard. Jump up there. Put it on your neck and dunk the ball at the same time or something. Give me something.
Put it on the rim, dunk it, and then take it off.
Put the chain on while you're in the air. Practice that though, but practice it at home or something like that, so that way you know you can do it. Just I don't know, just give me something than what they just did, because that was good, man. It's very disappointing.
So